Built by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Here we go.
There's a dive up the middle. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Fits it through the middle. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
At the 38-yard line. Here we go, here we go. 180.
A give now from the gun. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. Here we go. It's second.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Gets him on the in route. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Brings up third down. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12.
In the red zone on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
First down. 1st down and goal to go.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Stop.
Another carry for him. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Bengals finish off their opening drive.
Here we go.
1st down, Burrow to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Oh, he's denied the 1st, but not by much. This play gets down to the 42-yard line. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
3rd and 1.
Let's get stop.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side.
Here we go. Stop.
On 1st down, they'll run. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 8.
Stop. 180. Nice hot. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit. So 1st and 10 now. The 30.
Big 13. Big 13.
Blown back gets the handoff. And all he can get. In the jungle, the Bengals take the win. One down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year, but what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence he did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.
The 2026 season has arrived. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1. Lots to get to this week. We start in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the New Orleans Saints. And here's the Bengals running back. He'll power it in from 1 yard out. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And we talk so much about the Chiefs' offense. How about the defense coming up big here? They force the air and throw, it's picked off, and they've got room, they've got blockers, and no one's gonna get him. Touchdown. The Chiefs come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans taking on the Packers. And it's Jordan Love. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Packers move to 1-0. They get the victory in the season opener. And that'll do it for us. After a fun first week, let's do it again, shall we? Scott Hansen here in Orlando. Good night from EA Sports.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visiting sideline, there's Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh. His team making the long flight. Always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when a West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. on their body clock. On the other side, it's the Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. This one in the win column for the Bengals. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been
A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hanson, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start at SoFi Stadium. The Rams at home to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is Xavier Worthy. He's going to look at the catch and then look upfield and watch this. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Chiefs get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants at home to take on Washington. And this is Jaden Daniels. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Commanders are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it's the Buffalo defense coming up with the big play. They get the interception from deep in their own end. He's got some space. He's got some speed. He's not gonna get caught. Touchdown on the pick six. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hanson. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
On the visitor's sideline, there's Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys looking good right out the gate, off to a 2-0 start. On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. And his guys also 2-0, so this is a good test for both teams here early in the season. This one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they
Fall is in the air and not a moment too soon. I'm Scott Hanson, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3. Plenty to get you caught up on. We begin in the Lone Star State. The Texans at home to take on the Washington Commanders. And this is the Commanders' wideout. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Mark it down as a 65-yard touchdown catch. The Commanders are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. From there, let's move on to another compelling early season matchup. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. This, one of his 4 catches, and this was the best of the bunch. The Patriots come away with a victory. They win by 6. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is Marvin Mims. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Steelers have now won 2 in a row after losing the opener. They get the victory here. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hanson saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
The convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers. We're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the Bengals sideline, that's head coach Zach Taylor. His guys coming off their first loss of the year don't want to fall to 500 here. On the other sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Check in the win column for the Steelers. In this game, wow, it came down to the final moments where it was their clutch score that proved the difference and set up this victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
One month down, and what a month it was. I'm Scott Hanson. Here's your Week 4 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the New England Patriots. And this is the man from Central Florida, RJ Harvey. He's got the ball. He's got a head of steam. He has a touchdown. 33 yards to the house. The Broncos bounce back from the loss in Week 3. They move to 3-1 with the W. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And this is Christian Watson. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Packers have won 2 straight since the Week 2 loss. They go to 3-1 with the victory. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys hosting the New York Giants. And this is Cam Scattaboo. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. So that'll do it for us. 1 month of the season is in the books, and it will only get better from here. Until next week, I'm Scott Hanson. Good night from EA Sports.
Banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't need...
It's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.
High five! I'm Scott Hanson, and this is your Week 5 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get you caught up on. Why don't we start out in Foxborough? The Patriots at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And it's the former Boston College star, not too far from here, Zay Flowers. He's going to look this one in, and they're not gonna catch him. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Ravens continue to have enough. They make it 5 straight wins to start the new year. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital. Looking in on the Commanders, they're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And here's the home team's running back. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Commanders get the hard-fought victory. They win by 2. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. And it's the Panthers quarterback. He's looking to throw. Nothing's there, so he takes off. And he takes off to the painted grass. Touchdown. 20 yards on the scramble. The Panthers have won 2 straight after 3 losses to start the year. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hanson in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi everyone, Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
1-1.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
And it's 3rd down.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down.
180.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Here's Burrow. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. That is caught. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
That's another Bengals first down.
Burrow on play action. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
On 1, ready?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
First down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 45-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
That's good for our Bengals. First down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
On 2, ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game.
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hanson. Plenty to get to here. We begin in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And here's the Bengals running back. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs as they host the Baltimore Ravens. And this is the Ravens wideout. He was wreaking havoc on the secondary all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown grabs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Trey Benson. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Cardinals get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. Until next week, Scott Hanson, good night from Orlando.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Great to have you with us in this primetime battle. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Under the lights, we'll be putting in the spotlight the running backs. These are two teams, Greg, with backs who can tote it and carry it and make guys miss. But they're going to give us a fun old-school game on the ground here tonight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, Mike, because, I mean, how many of these games have you and I done where we start out saying, all right, the quarterback's the one.
On one, ready? Here we go. Stop.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On, ready?
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Here. Stop.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now, pause here. Injured player. It's Jamar Chase, who's in some discomfort. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move.
Let's get set. Done.
They'll begin here on the ground. Inside the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession.
On one, ready? Here.
On 1st down, Burrow. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you...
On 2. Here we go.
Drive will start on the ground. Into space. Still going. And they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide shot. 11, empty, take. Cut.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. On the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Gun. 11, mighty. 11, cut.
Throwing is Burrow. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down. Now give up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. A quick slant taken by Chase. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
Here's a toss as they look to run. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground, and that last run puts him over 200 rushing yards in this game. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. Burrow now. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Bengals 1st down.
Here we go.
First and 10.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him, and I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
This is incomplete, but there is a flag. It is back at the line of scrimmage, and this could be a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage. This one in the win column for the Bengals. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific
artistry on display. Hi everyone, I'm Scott Hanson. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 7. Lots to get to this week. We start in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Cleveland Browns. And this is the home team running back. He's gonna hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get him. The Bengals up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's the vaunted Steelers defense that comes up with the big play here. They force the errant throw, it's picked off, and they've got room, they've got blockers, and no one's gonna get him. Touchdown. The Steelers are gonna come away with the victory. They win it by 3 scores. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Cowboys. And this is Malik Neighbors. He was a big-time factor in this one. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches on the night. The Giants improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hanson saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. On one sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. His side has been playing good football much of this season, holding that 5-2 record. On the other side, head coach of the Bengals there, Zach Taylor. His guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. For some breathing room, huh, Brock? Gets him away from the goal line up to the 20. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He finds Tigakonkwo for the grab. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Come on, ready?
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Now we're going to have a break in the action. One of the Bengals in some pain. They're going to go out to look at him. 1st down from the 42.
11, Thomas.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And now they face 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So far, so good to begin this one as they've got a new set of downs beyond midfield. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now, after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll run here from the gun. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that 1st down. All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. It's caught. Chase has it. That's the first down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First down.
Throwing is Burrow. Look at that power, deep left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Here we go.
To the air again, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to his running back. Small gain down to the 23. Derek Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. We've got a screen to the running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? It's in or no? They dropped another one. Picks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Setting him on the dive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Gun.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Right, 80.
At the 33-yard line.
Now Burrow. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
And a defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's 4th.
On 2. Here.
Handoff now out of the gun. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Hits him on the out route. Has some daylight through the 40. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers get him back on the final play of the quarter.
It's just set. Hey, can.
Burrow on first down. Jump off caught by his back. He's going to get a few here. Brought down at the 33-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. He'll throw it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 8 on that one. And the Bengals have a first down.
11 MT, take.
Sticking in the air. It's Burrow. Hauled in left side. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for him. We've got first and 10. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I'm one, ready?
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second and 10.
Dive play straight ahead. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. They give it to him again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals jump in front late. In the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And it could have gone either way down to the very end, but they were able to come up with the clutch plays to take the victory. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL
Two months in, and the NFL is as unpredictable as ever. Hi, everyone. Scott Hanson in Orlando. This is your weekly recap for Week 8. Lots to get to this week. We start in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's arguably the league's top tandem, Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase. 39 yards for the touchdown. The Bengals win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals at home to take on Washington. And this is the Commanders' wideout. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. 75 yards this one goes, the catch and run for the score. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens hosting the Denver Broncos. And this is Lamar Jackson. It's a touchdown pass from 3 yards out. The Ravens move their mark to 7-1, looking good as they get the win. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hanson. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was.
One, ready? Go.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field.
Let's get set.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Room to run at the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
11-90. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now, Burrow. That is caught by the tight end. Kick Okonkwo. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier.
Try the right side this time. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
His own 9-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
Burrow to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards. Now a give on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Burrow. They'll look to set up the screen here. Now he's loose at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His 6th touchdown.
Here we go.
Drive will start on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 32-yard
On 1, ready?
line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Burrow. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Burrow now. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is
they'll begin here on the ground. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. This is caught down that right sideline. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cincinnati. One in the win column for the Bengals and make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time.
Halfway home. Hi everyone, Scott Hanson here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for week number 9. Lots to get to this week. We start in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the New York Giants. And this is the running back. Throw it out there on a little simple screen pass, but he'll turn it into much more than that. This will wind up as a 68-yard touchdown. The Bengals run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. Got another one to get to right now. How about Gang Green, the Jets, as they host the Tennessee Titans? And this is Alec Iomanner. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 43-yard touchdown. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And here's the Falcons wideout. He's going to find a seam in the middle of the field and haul it in. 56 yards, touchdown. The Falcons finish off the first half of the season with a victory to move them to 5-4 on the season. So that'll do it for us and for the first half of the NFL's regular season. It's going fast. Until next week, Scott Hanson saying goodnight from Orlando.
Daddy, say go. That's the team we're
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. On the visitor's sideline, there's the Bengals head coach, Zach Taylor. This team has really rounded into form 7-2 in their last 9. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Ravens. His guys had the week off last.
Here we go.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A first down throw for Burrow. This one caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Here we go.
It's now second and 6. At their 48.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up
To throw is Burrow. He'll go right and find his running back. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 4.
Burrow. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
Just a great way to finish off a drive. And
On 1, ready? Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
Pickup of 3. Brings up
Second down. Burrow. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
To throw is Burrow. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is second.
On 1, ready?
They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down, Bengals.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 46, here's second and 6. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
16 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
1st and 10.
Back to throw. Burrow. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
On the line, ready?
3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Here
And it brings up 3rd.
He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
On one, ready?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's get set. Right 80. Right side. Shot.
They'll look to throw. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Makes it 3rd and
Another
3.
great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he will go all the way. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching.
Football weather has arrived and things are getting interesting. I'm Scott Hanson. Here's your Week 10 edition of the Weekly Recap. Plenty to get to. Let's start in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is Jamar Chase. They'll get it out to him left side, and then he'll take it the rest of the way. Put it in the books as a 62-yard touchdown. The Bengals keep it rolling. They get their 6th straight victory here. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys at home to take on Washington. And this is George Pickens. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. It's going to wind up as a 53-yard touchdown. The Cowboys win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers taking on the Raiders. And this is Omarion Hampton. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Chargers win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hanson saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the the visitor's sideline, there's the Bengals head coach, Zach Taylor. His team playing exceptional football, 8-2 in their last 10. And on the other side, the head coach of the Raiders. And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. Play action now. It's Burrow. There's Okonkwo open left side. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Bengals first
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
Second and 6.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
First down.
Now a give up the middle, and that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Quick throw here is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
5 yards on the
Here we go, here we go.
And it's
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Open man, right side. He's got it. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. Throwing is Burrow. Short one there to Okonkwo. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Burrow. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
As they've got it with first and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. They're going to take possession here just shy of the 20.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. He has run the ball well to this point in the season, right there amongst
Gun.
out of the gun. Here's a run at the gut. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 5. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
They'll look to set up the screen here. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
11, Tommy. Here we go.
Burrow now. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down. Now a handoff, running right. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He's got a man. That's complete. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make it fight. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Burrow to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it. And it brings up third down.
Here we go.
And 10 yards to go.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags.
On one, ready? Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first
It's a
down.
gain of 7.
11
Brings
empty,
up
11
2nd
empty.
and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Burrow here on 2nd down. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We got to keep scoring.
Burrow saying, let's go, guys. Try to get them set.
1st and 10 at the
On 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That is brought in. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1. And a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. They get the...
Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. That one incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
They're down and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Burrow. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he will get into the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, you can't ask for a better way to start overtime. What an exciting touchdown.
Yeah, and the quick strike now allows them to take complete...
Here we go.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. but they need to get set in a hurry.
35-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
Here we go.
A gain of 7.
Here's Burrow.
First down, Cincinnati.
Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose again. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So, this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been
The playoff race is taking shape. I'm Scott Hanson. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 11. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin out in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is Jamar Chase. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Bengals are absolutely red hot. They've now won 7 in a row as they get the job done in this one. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital. Looking in on the Commanders, they're hosting the New York Football Giants. And this is the Giants wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Giants are playing well. They move to 7-3 with the victory. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the Denver Broncos. And it's Bo Nix. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Broncos find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hanson in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitor's sideline, there's Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. These guys are playing extremely well, 8-2 over their last 10. His counter. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
11 empty. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now the first carry here for the running back. Not much much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 40.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's in the space past the 25, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away.
Gun.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Cincinnati.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Burrow looking to pass. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Burrow will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
3rd and goal, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Not too many things to...
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Gun.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
At the 28-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
To throw, Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll run on the inside handoff. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in.
Another carry for the running back.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
2/3 of the season has come and gone. I'm Scott Hanson, and your weekly recap for week number 12 is up now. Plenty to get you caught up on. We start in Cleveland. The Browns at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And here is the running back. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Tennessee Titans. And it's the tight end, Cole Kmet. He was wreaking havoc on the secondary all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown grabs on the afternoon. The Titans run their mark to 8-3 as they come away with the victory. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Cam Scattaboo. He's going to hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get him. The Giants tough it out to get the win in a game that could serve as a preview of the NFC title game. Until next week, Scott Hanson, good night from Orlando. Separation Sunday. I'm Scott Hanson. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 13. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on Tampa Bay. And this is Emeka Ibuka. This will help the old stat line. He's going to make the catch and realize, I don't think anyone's going to get me. And they don't. Put it down as an 81-yard catch and run for the score. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is the quarterback of the Cowboys, He connects on a 19-yard touchdown pass. The Cowboys get the W by 2 touchdowns. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the running back. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Cardinals win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hanson saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On the other side, Bengals head coach They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On 2, ready?
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Gun. At the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Let's get set.
They'll look to throw here. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stumped up in the backfield. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go.
At the Ravens' 6-yard
Right,
line.
80.
He'll look to throw. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. So it'll be a loss of 10 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they're inside.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Looking to throw. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's good for our Bengals. First down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. Stop.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
At the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
I'm wondering.
Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Now it's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 16.
Here's Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Throwing, Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's fourth down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Here we go.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's second and 10 now. Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here we go with Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you can.
Well, this fan base on a losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, you know, if he tied the game, they couldn't go?
Who's Who's ready for some December football? Hi everyone, Scott Hanson here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 14. Lots to get to this week. We start in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And it's arguably the league's top tandem, Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase. Middle of the end zone, touchdown. The Bengals get another win. It's now 9 straight as they get the job done in this one. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is the quarterback of the Cowboys. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals hosting the LA Chargers. And it's Ladd McConkey. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Chargers wind up doubling them up. 28-14, your final score. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hanson. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Full cast of Falcons soaring in the upper air of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. One does take to the skies before kickoff. That's the mascot, Freddy the Falcon. And down at ground level, it is a cauldron of Falcons also taking flight out of the tunnel and onto the field here in Atlanta. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Atlanta Falcons. On the Bengals sideline, that's head coach Zach Taylor. His side, one of the hottest teams in the league over the last few months. They've won 9 of their last 10. Across the field, that's head coach of the Falcons, Raheem Morris. His guys with a crowd.
On one, ready?
Dive play straight ahead. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
On one, ready? Go.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 6-0 lead right away. Burrow on first down. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. On first down, they'll run. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting. I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards, double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation makes somebody else beat you.
Going deep here for the end zone. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing four.
Here we go.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Jump off, caught by his back. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A gain of 12. First down, Bengals.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that first down marker.
And they bring him down around the 34.
That's good for a Bengals.
Offense is set. First and 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing.
And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals start the second half with some needed points. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give.
Here's a dive up the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41.
And the Bengals, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
And they make the tackle at the 38. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Bengals with a little more work to do to win it here. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
11. Here we go.
Throwing now. That's caught for the first. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Throwing for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
Setting up to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Bengals take this one on the road. And this game, wow, it came down to the final moments, where it was their clutch score that proved the difference and set up this victory.
The temperatures are dropping, but the intrigue is heating up. Hi, everyone. Scott Hanson here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 15. Some big games to get to. We go to Atlanta. The Falcons at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's the tight end, Chig Okonkwo. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. He'll take it 65 yards to the end zone. The Bengals run their winning streak to double digits as they get their 10th straight victory. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital, looking in on the Commanders as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is the Titans wideout. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 77 yards for the touchdown. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens hosting the LA Chargers. And this is Omarion Hampton. All he needs is a crease, and he finds it. That's a 7-yard rushing touchdown. The Chargers come away with the victory, and that's now 4 in a row. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hanson saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the Colts sideline, that's head coach Shane Steichen. His guys have had a tough time coming by wins this year. Losers of 5 of their last 7. On the other side, head coach of the Bengals there, Zach Taylor. His guys already have the division locked up, so just now playing for positioning in the AFC bracket.
On one, ready?
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Stop.
Burrow on the play action. Okonkwo brings it in. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. About set. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Finds him over the middle. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, I love that.
And he's got it. It's in close. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's another
11.
1st and goal.
Working inside the red zone. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season.
On 2.
They'll run here on 1st down. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
It's a loss of a yard.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs, and he's now reached it with that last catch. So 1st down from the 41. Hand off to the back. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Burrow to the air now. We've got a screen to the running back. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. 3rd down, and they need to get 10.
Here we go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those little short.
On 1, ready?
Plowing up the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. At the 20. He makes it in for the Cincinnati Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
On 1, ready?
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing is Burrow. Just keeps connecting to Chase. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. This play gets down to the 42-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30.
That's good.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Back to the well again. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd.
2nd and 8.
Here we go. Right 80.
Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
He'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals making a 3-score game in the 4th. This was a clear passing down, Brock, and the run surprised all of us, and there it goes for a touchdown.
That's well said. Rewarded for going against the grain. Common sense and
Bengals pick up the win in this one. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our...
The finish line is in sight. Hi everyone, Scott Hanson here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 16. Lots to get to this week. We start in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Indianapolis Colts. And here is the running back. This might not have looked like much from the beginning, but it is turning into something. He's gone. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers as they host the Denver Broncos. And here is Ladd McConkey. You want instant offense? Try this one on for size. He makes the catch, and then watch him go. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans taking on the Houston Texans. And this is Tank Dell. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Texans run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. So that'll do it for us as we look forward to what should be a fantastic final 2 weeks of the regular season. I'm Scott Hanson. Happy holidays from all of us at EA Sports.
Of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the Carolina sideline, it's their head coach, Dave Canales. His team looking for a second straight victory after the win a week ago. On the other side, it's the Bengals head coach, Zach Taylor. His guys getting ready for the playoffs. Not a lot to play for here. They will be the #1 seed.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 MT. Right in. Behind.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he's got a Bengals first down. Take it up to about... This one in the win column for the Bengals. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. We're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hanson here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 17. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the Los Angeles Rams. And this is Pat Bryant. A deep shot downfield, and he's right there to look it in, and they're not gonna get him. 75 yards this one goes, the catch and run for the score. The Broncos ride their defense to a shutout victory in a very low-scoring affair. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills as they host the Tennessee Titans. And it's Josh Allen, one of his 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Bills get back to 500 at 8-8. They get the victory here in Week 17. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is the running back for the home team. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Texans keep it rolling. They get their 6th straight victory here. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hanson in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the visitor's sideline, there's the Bengals head coach, Zac Taylor. His guys are in the middle of an incredible run. It has been a few months since their last defeat. Meanwhile, on the other side, there you see the Buccaneers head coach. His guys ready to see how they match up in a battle between trying to get the running game going. His first carry, and he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. Now second down throw for Burrow. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Here we go. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
Here we go. At the 38-yard line.
Right, 80.
Now a give on the ground, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stick with him again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Cincinnati.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Second and 4.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Jamar Chase, touchdown Bengals. His 12th touchdown of the year. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. They'll begin here on the ground. He gets free. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. To the 45. And he is gone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Good looking.
Here we go.
On the toss, they'll run. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. He'll let one go down the middle. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Bucs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he is in the midst of a... Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's got even stronger now here in the second.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 180. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
7-yard gain. And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Finds an alley to the 35. He's going to get this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 18. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Open right side is Okonkwo. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Bengals.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered.
This one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They finished the season on a high note. Now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching
The playoffs are set, and it's going to be good. Hi, everyone. Scott Hanson here with your weekly recap for Week 18. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. Let's start in Tampa. The Bucs at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is the running back. He gets the ball, and we have liftoff. He has cleared the tower, and he's gone. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns at home to take on Washington. And this is the Commanders running back. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Commanders finish the season 8-9. They get the victory in Week 18. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Cowboys. And it's the Carolina tight end. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Panthers will be a part of this year's playoffs. They get the victory here in the regular season finale. Until next week, Scott Hanson, good night from Orlando. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. Let's start in Tampa. The Bucks at home to take on the Carolina Panthers. And this is Teteroa McMillan. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. It's going to wind up as a 53-yard touchdown. The Panthers pull off the big upset. The wild card knocks off the division champ. They're moving on to the divisional round. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they host the Tennessee Titans. And it's Cam Ward hooking up with fellow 2025 draft class member Alec Iomanner. 20 yards on the touchdown pass. The Titans make a statement. They are not to be taken lightly. The number 6 seed knocks off the number 3. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's the former Seminole, Trey Benson. He's going to hustle his way to the end zone, 10 yards on the touchdown. The Cardinals are moving on. The number 3 seed takes care of business in front of their home fans. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
That's the team we're gonna cheer. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the Titans sideline, Brian Callahan, the offensive coordinator here in Cincinnati for 5 years, including the year they played in Super Bowl 56. On the other side, it's the Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys, the number 1 seed, the extra week to get ready. We'll see if they're... behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Burrow. A man left side, it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. His pass, caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. It's the Titans out to the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down. They'll stay on the ground. Space to run inside the 20. And he's in! Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then
Burrow now to throw on first down. To To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a run on first down. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
At the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Burrow.
It's second and inches.
A quick slant taken by Chase. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Burrow. Oh, bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Titans offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins.
On 2. Here we go.
The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Second and 4.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. A pickup of 14 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now, Burrow. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10. Back to throw. Burrow. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Here we go.
They'll look to pick up the pace.
First and 10.
On first down, Burrow. That one finds Chase. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 more yards.
Second down, Burrow. This is caught at 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
One, ready?
It's first down, and they'll run. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Brings up second and 9.
To throw is Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
And the Bengals
Set to go now on first and 10.
first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We'll try the right side this time. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Burrow to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. So, from the 37, here's second and 3.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
11,
Tie game. Fourth quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to first and goal.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He is shining in this postseason spotlight as his second.
Here we go.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now give up the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
The 42-yard line.
There he goes again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Bengals.
180.
First and 10 of the 28-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Here we go.
Second and 11.
180. 180.
They go to a knee, and that will do it. Next stop, the AFC Championship game. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. They are moving on as the #1 seed. The victory means they locked down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to this week. We start in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And this is Joe Burrow. A 21-yard touchdown pass. The Bengals use that bye week to their advantage. They'll get another home game next week in their quest for the Super Bowl. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is George Pickens. He was a big-time factor in this one. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches on the night. The visitors pull off yet another upset. They are now just 1 win away from the Super Bowl. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers taking on the Jets. And it's the Chargers defense that comes up with the big play here. They force the interception. They've got room. They're taking it all the way. Pick 6 for the touchdown. The Chargers are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. And with that, the divisional round is complete. We're down to 4. Next Sunday night, we will know the Super Bowl matchup. Until then, Scott Hansen saying goodnight from Orlando.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, 2 teams hailing from the AFC between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Heward up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year at this point. Who is going to represent this conference in the Super Bowl?
All of these coaches and players preached all season long, never look ahead. You can't do it, right? You've got to focus so much on...
Burrow now on first down. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw, so it'll be second down. They're the top dog for the upcoming postseason, and we all know that is so important, Brock, because it's going to give their injured guys that extra week of recovery as they try to get back out there for a postseason run.
Yeah, Kate, and here's now the key. With that number 1 seed and that bye week secured in your pocket, you just do not want to add anybody to that injured list. And if that extra week of rest can help somebody, anybody, get back out there, what a lift for the postseason.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Burrow on the play action. Throw caught at the 6. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. White 80.
From the red zone on first. Brings it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pull ahead 6-3 in the first. We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. But geez, you couldn't start any better.
I'm one, right?
So first and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12. Burrow from the gun. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with third and long. Pass it downfield. It's Chase. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. So we're down inside of 2 minutes remaining now in our first half. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side. On first down, here's Burrow. On the move, past the 40. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
1-1, ready?
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Here we go.
To the air again, it's Burrow. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down. So first down from the 41. They'll go play action. Okonkwo brings it in. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Okay, ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to throw now. Dumps it off to his running back. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Pass play coming here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Trying to work quickly now.
A 7-yard gain. And the Bengals
Throwing it again here. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's a gain of 22. And the Bengals have a first down. Everybody rushing back to the line. On first down, they'll run. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
the 16-yard line.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Brought in. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal. Offense up to the line fast.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. He gets it again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Found some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 into enemy territory.
44-yard line.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
Here's a throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Short pass brought in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the 4th quarter. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
He's going to throw this one. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set now. 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Throwing across his body, and it backfires. Interception! And the Chargers get the football just short of their 20. That's the interception and return.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
The Charger offense making its way to the field. They left a few on the table there last time out. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Fits it through the middle. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll run here on 1st down. He cuts it back right. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Cincinnati! just sensational speed from the... So first and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw it. It's him on the in route. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Getting close to a minute left to play.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Here he is to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Still inches to go on third down. He tries to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. And that spikes 36 seconds to play. Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes second and 10. Setting up to pass. Dump off caught by his back. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. Lone back gets the handoff. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. One back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. Love these pictures, Brock. Go ahead, guys. Take it all in. You are going to be playing in the Super Bowl. What a moment for so many of them getting to this point.
It is, and it is so cool, and you can see it and feel it. The real emotion of celebrating this title, but they know that ultimately it's not an AFC title they want. They want a Super Bowl title.
So that'll do it for the...
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to this week. We start in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the LA Chargers. And here's the home team's running back. He's going to hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get him. The Bengals get it done. Congratulations to them. The #1 seed in the regular season, they roll on to the AFC title. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's the Panthers quarterback. He'll decide to scramble here, and that's the right call. He's in from 9 yards out.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. But Charles, you think about their impressive record, and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done all that more impressive.
And when one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss him, but they just say, get well. We'll hold the fort until you get back, and the next person steps up into that void. This team has done a nice job all year long. No excuses, just performance.
First down, Cincinnati.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Leonard. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. to about the 35, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bengals.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
44-yard line.
Second and 9 from the 44.
Brings up second and 9.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down the right sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
7 yards.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are on the board here in this Super Bowl. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
19-yard line.
Second and 11. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his third. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Hands it off out of the gun. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Second and 10. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. That'll leave them with a third and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. The final quarter here on the biggest stage of the biggest game of the year is about to come your way. 3 quarters in the books, and the fourth up next here in Super Bowl 65. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One more quarter remains now in Super Bowl 65 as we welcome you back to live action. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll look to throw again. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
From the gun on 3rd down, Leonard. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it would officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with a record. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
The commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell, going to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Cincinnati Bengals. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get you caught up on. We begin in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is the home team running back. Throw it out there on a little simple screen pass, but he'll turn it into much more than that. This will wind up as a 72-yard touchdown grab. The Bengals get it done. Congratulations to them. They are your Super Bowl champions.